How's it going? I'm Cosmo James and I'm back after my long vacation. Well, it felt like it was long. It was about 4 days or so. I actually went to the Deux Fan Expo for the first time. A lot of fun. I got some signatures and well, with that said, I'm back and ready to go. So, if it's your first time here, like, subscribe, and comment. It will be much appreciated. And let's get to the news. There is quite a bit of Final Fantasy news. So, the presentation happened, and we got confirmation that the next Final Fantasy VII game is going to be called Rebirth. And it's actually a trilogy. Finally, we get an idea how long this series is going to be. I've been okay. I've had my qualms with the Final Fantasy VII Remake because I'm just not a fan of them splitting it up into 3 parts. Well, now it's 3 that we know of. Because, well, a lot of people were speculating, and I was joking too, that it's going to be like 6 parts. And, well, technically it kind of is, because we got another game that they're remaking in this series. We'll get to that soon. Sadly, there is going to be some weight to this, because Rebirth ain't coming out until 2023. Late 2023. So we got some time. I'm so glad I have not played Remake yet. I say that because I want to play all of them all at once. Yeah, I don't want to wait 3 years for the next game. That's how long it's going to be from Remake to Rebirth. Yeah, and I'm not going to be surprised if the last Final Fantasy VII Remake of the, trilogy ends up being another 3 years. Yeah, Don't forget, there's also DLC. Most likely Rebirth will have some DLC. All I wanted them to do was remake the original, not retell it, not do another story. I just wanted them to remake Final Fantasy VII. Sadly, we don't live in that universe, and I can't wait for them to put in even more time-traveling shenanigans. I have a love-hate relationship with time traveling. Next up on the long list of Final Fantasy VII games, Crisis Core is getting a remake. That's cool. It's called Reunion. And I don't know if it's going to be based off the original or they're going to be taking some liberties just like the quote-unquote remake. Yeah, I'm doing quote signs. You can't see it, but I am doing it. It's coming out this year. Surprisingly, it's coming out on the Switch and the Xbox Series X, PS4, PS5, Steam, most likely Epic Store also. But yes, it's coming out for everything except Stadia. We don't talk about Stadia here. There is also a phone game that's coming out, Ever Crisis. Closed beta coming soon. There is way too many Final Fantasy VII games. This is reminding me of Kingdom Hearts. You gotta play 4 games just to understand the main story. And it still doesn't make any damn sense. Yeah, well, I can't wait when they remake Dirge of Cerberus. Yeah, that game exists. It was a shooter. I never played it. I heard it was okay. Knowing that they're remaking every single Final Fantasy game, I'm not going to be surprised when they remake this one. If you're a Final Fantasy VII fan, you're eating well. If not, too bad. Next we have Activision. So, they said, I quote, "No widespread harassment at Activision," says Activision. Why is it I don't believe you? Fans have been waiting for this game, and it's finally happened. Dragon Dogma Deux. Yes, part 2 is coming out. It's been long rumored, and the fans have not given up on this game, and I'm happy for them. I've never played Dragon Dogma, so I can't say. I heard it's good, and it has a cult following. I hope it does very well, because, well, it's Capcom, so if it doesn't sell 10 million, it's going to be booted out and never talked about again. Poor beautiful Joe. Apparently, it's going to be using the RE engine. That's the engine they've been using for all of their newer games, and it does the job, so we're going to have to wait and see how this turns out. I don't think there's a date. And if there is, 2023 maybe? Pixar has lost their touch, and Disney's getting what they deserve. Good. Good. Lightyear just came out this past weekend, a spin-off movie from the Toy Story franchise. There's only 3 Toy Story movies, just like how there's only 3 Indiana Jones movies. Don't at me, don't care. Toy Story 4 doesn't exist because that movie is dog crap. Period. Lightyear only did 86 million worldwide. Wow. That's horrible. That is not good for a Pixar movie. The low numbers might be because Disney shot themselves in the foot. Lightyear ain't gonna be shown in certain countries because of the gay relationship in the movie. I've heard about it, and it's a nothing burger. It's just, it doesn't help when the company comes out and says that you're a bigot if you don't agree with us. And it also doesn't help that the star of the movie, Chris Evans, because he's voicing Buzz Lightyear now, also says the same thing. Yeah, that kind of turns off a lot of people when you force them to agree with you. Yeah. Look, I'm all for having more representation. Ugh, that word has been tainted. But forcing it on people? Yeah, that's not the way to go. Crazy enough, Jurassic World 3 actually won over the audience. It's still holding on to number 1, and Lightyear came in number 2, and surprisingly enough, Top Gun Maverick is sticking to number 3. That's another one that surprised me, Top Gun Maverick. I didn't think much of that movie, but it seems like people love this movie, and it's doing very well. It's almost at, it's almost at 900 million, and for Jurassic World 3, it's almost at 600 million. Lightyear might take the number 1 spot next week. It depends on if there's anything new coming out. Unless Lightyear has a great word of mouth, I don't think it's coming back. Yeah, it might make its money back for sure, but this is not Into Infinity and Beyond. That's it. That's all the news for today. Thank you for watching, and until next time, see ya.